Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, which is the Paleo Hebrew. Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father, Bahashem in the name of, and Yahweh Shai, that's the Messiah whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the brothers out there pushing this truth on the highways and the byways. I'm gonna get on a little lesson here. Speaking of how we need to be following the example of Yahweh Shai. This is 1 Corinthians 11:1. It says, "Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Hamashiach." This is Paul saying, be ye followers of me, even as I am of Hamashiach, which is that's what the world says Christ, but in the Hebrew, it's Paleo Hebrew, it's Hamashiach. So we need to be followers, because like I was saying, the Lord set that example. He set that example, and He set the bar high, on how we need to be. And that led down to the apostles, which followed Him and set that example. Trickling to the apostles today, who are setting that example and pushing this truth, man, and trickling all the way down to us. We need to always be thinking: is this what Yahweh Shai would be doing? Is this what the apostles, would be doing, or the elders, or the, if I was a wise man, would I be doing this? We need to always try to be holy. This is verse 2. "Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I delivered them unto you." So, like I said, we need to remember the apostles in all things. We need to keep it in our head, keep it in our conscience always, and keep the ordinances as I delivered you. We need to keep these traditions. We need to keep these ordinances as delivered down. Really beginning from Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai coming as His word, trickling down to the apostles and all the way down to us today, man. Because there's this what's the word I'm looking for? There's this order. There's this order that we need to follow. You can't have no problem with order. We're all a body and we're all part of the same body. This is verse 3. It says, "But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach." So the head of man is the Son of Man, Yahweh Shai, and the head of every woman is the man. So, you women, your women's righteous place is to be under the man, and that's actually a heavy role. It's a heavy role that a woman plays. Because it really to come home to a woman that's trying to really just push you to do better as far as cooking food and doing things that the woman needs to do. That gives a man time to be in the Bible. And if a man has a woman that's like Apostle Gabar was saying, like a banshee from hell, man, that just makes things a whole lot harder, and it's to the point where you might need to cut her off. But if a woman is a righteous woman, then that's huge. That's huge. So women need to know they have a heavy role playing in this, being under the man. And the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. So that's the the Most High, the Heavenly Father, who sent Yahweh Shai being His Word, who was crucified really for the elect. So that's the proper order. Let me grab another precept. I'm going to grab Hebrews 13. This is Hebrews 13 and 7. It says, "Remember them which have the rule over you." So like I was saying, keep it in your conscience. Remember those who have the rule over you, meaning being your guides. Those who are guided over you, who are over you in the order. Remember Yahushua. Yahushua walked on this earth perfect, sinless. Does that mean we could go be a coon? Does that mean we could go party on the weekends and be getting drunk all day and smoke a weed? Was Yahushua partying all the time? No, I mean he was sipping on wine. Yeah, there ain't a problem with that. But we got to know, we can't be no drunkards. We can't be letting anything get in the way of this truth, man. It says, "Who have spoken unto you the word of Yahweh," because that's what they're doing in this order, beginning from Yahweh on down. They've been speaking this word, teaching this truth. So we need to remember them, keep them in our heads. Whose faith follow, considering the end of their conversation. Whose faith follow, and the end of their conversation, meaning their conduct or behavior. We need to see this conduct or behavior, and we need to practice that. If we see the apostles doing this, if we see the apostles pushing out these videos, then we need to be pushing out, just as many videos if we can. We see them pushing this hard. We need to be trying to push that hard as well. This is verse 17. It says, "Obey them that have the rule over you, and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls." So we need to obey them which have the rule over you, as they that must give account, that they must do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you. So you really need to humble ourselves down in this thing. If you're coming in here and you're trying to be the next Michael Jordan of the truth, man, then you're crazy. There's an order to this thing. You need to be humble. That's why we give double honors to the apostles and the elders. Some people might try to think that it's ass kissing, but it's humble. Let's see if you scoffer talking about ass kissing, if you're gonna make it to the kingdom, seeing as how the Lord hates the proud, man. I'm gonna get Philippians. Four and 9, it says, "Those things which ye have both learned and received and heard and seen in me do." So we need to practice these things, just as I was saying earlier. "And the God of peace shall be with you." And I'm also going to read chapter 3, verse 17. It says, "Brethren, be followers together of me, and mark them which walk so, as ye have us for an example." So like I was saying, there's that example. There's that example starting with Yahushua Mashiach. We can't be going off and just doing whatever we want. That's we need to always be thinking, what would Yahweh be doing? Let me grab 1 Peter's 5 and 3 through 5. It says, "Neither as being lords over God's heritage, but being ensamples to the flock." Like I was saying, we need to be examples. We need to follow the ensamples that are over us, the ensamples that have already been set. "And when the chief shepherd shall appear, ye shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not away." And that's the ultimate thing. That's really what we're fighting for. "Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder." So like I said, you can't just come into this thing and think you're, be proud and think, with a big head and think you're going to be something right away. And we're all, like I was saying, we're all a body, man. Every body has an important role. Whether you're holding a sign, rather you're filming, or rather you're the main speaker. The head of the camp. So then it goes on to say, yeah, all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility. So like I said, we can't be proud. We need to be humble. For God resisteth the proud. Like I was saying, God resists the proud, man. God, and giveth grace to the humble. So there you go. So like I was saying, man, that's the order. It begins with Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, down to the man, to the woman, to the children. But we've got to remember, we gotta follow the elders and the apostles. The example set. We gotta always keep watch and strengthen one another and humble ourselves. You know what I'm saying? That's why we give double honors. Because they're the elders of all Israel. Whether you could receive it or not. And if you're not willing to humble yourself, then you're gonna get destroyed, man. It's plain and simple. If you're coming into this thing and you're trying to think you're the next big shot, then the Lord ain't dealing with you. That's just the way it is. But anyway, I hope this information was edifying, and until next time, I'm gonna say Shalom.